Welcome to Living Life, the show that allows you to pursue things that make you happy, curious, and keep you open-minded. This is Living Life on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network. Welcome to Living Life, Sweets, Treats, and Eats on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network, presented by Knack. I'm Howie Morgasen. On this episode, it's all about summer salads, and we're going to talk about how to make all kinds of salads. We're going to talk about the ingredients that go into salad. We're going to talk about turning a salad into a meal. So salads have been around since the beginning of time, since man foraged for vegetation, put it together. So salads have been around for a long time. And we're going to take a look at the foundations of a salad, how to put a salad together, how to add variety to a salad, what kind of toppings can you put on it. So it's sort of an exploration of salad as a canvas and what you can do with it. So it's pretty exciting. And then for dessert, I'm pretty excited because, again, my grandson Josh joins me, and we're going to put together a really special 3-berry crumble, which is going to be absolutely delicious. So I can't wait to get started. So why don't we do that? So let's go make some salad. Let's talk about salads. And so salads are a blank canvas, the ability to do, pretty much anything with it. But there are some fundamentals that I'm going to show you that will help you put together that great salad, and it's very easy to do. First, let's talk a little bit about the tools that we're going to use. So before we get into the tools, I just want to remind you that if you want to know more about our show or others on the ETB network, check out our YouTube channel right over here, and you'll get more information about it. So I hope you check it out. So the tools I want to talk about is probably the best invention of all time for salads is this device called a salad spinner. And the salad spinner is very basic. You have a basket inside, and then you have this bowl, and you take your lettuce and you wash it well, which you need to do for lettuce. You put it in the salad spinner, you put the top on it, and then it spins. And it takes all of the water out and it deposits it at the bottom, and then you have nice dry lettuce to work with. So salad spinner is a great thing to have. It's a relatively inexpensive thing that you can pick up. Amazon probably has it, or a local store probably has it. Then there are devices to sort of prepare the different things for the salad. And I'm sure you've heard of a basic peeler. You peel carrots and cucumbers and things like that. But they make these peelers here. And I don't know if you can see it, but there are teeth in this one over here. And so that allows you to do some pretty cool things. So if you look over here, this is actually celery that I have. So celery, but I use this peeler to prepare it. Same for the carrots. The carrots, I did the same way with this peeler. And the reason why it's such a cool thing to do is because it's much easier to eat those strings of carrots and celery than to just bite down into a chunk of carrot, or celery. So that's a good thing. And then you have the basic peeler, which you use, like you've used for everything else. So those are some of the tools that you want to look at. So let's spend a minute or two on lettuce. And there must be dozens of different types of lettuce that are out there. The basic lettuce, that everybody knows about, iceberg and romaine. Iceberg is a good crunchy lettuce, but it doesn't have very much taste to it. So if you want to use iceberg, you probably want to combine it with some of the other lettuces you're going to hear about here and do it. But I have 5 different lettuce varieties here that we're going to work with today. I have a Boston Bib lettuce over here. I have a red leaf lettuce over here. I have a frisee lettuce over here, a green leaf lettuce over here, and romaine lettuce over here. So it's 5 different types of lettuce. They have different taste to them. Some have more of a peppery type of taste, and some have just a basic smooth taste to it. And you experiment with them, and it's it's really good to combine multiple lettuce into a single salad because it gives you variety of texture. So crunch, and some are crunchy, some are smooth. So it's good to have different types of lettuce in what you're working on. And then you have the add-ons that you can put on your salad as well. And so I have a fennel over here, which if you haven't tried it before, it's excellent. It's like a licorice tasting type of thing, very crunchy, great to have on a salad. I have cucumber over here, but again, I use the peeler to prepare it. So I have thin pieces of cucumber that I can put on my salad. I have some red onions over here that I cut up thinly, the celery, which I talked about before, and the carrots. And in the middle, I have some nice small tomatoes that can go in the salad that are very easy to eat. So that's the vegetation type of add-ons to it. When we go in this direction, nuts are a great add-on to a salad. Now, obviously, if you have nut allergies, it's not a good idea. But if you don't, like I have cashews over here with Italian seasonings on it, and they come that way, and that's a great addition to a salad. And then I have some other here, walnuts over here to look at. So check those out as well. I have olives. I have capers, which are great on a salad, a little bit of crunch. They're a berry, by the way. And then I have a 3-bean salad, and this is just 3-bean salad I bought from the supermarket. Nothing fancy, so you can use that. I have some bacon over here because everybody loves bacon. And then I have 2 cheeses over here that I'm going to work with. And then right over here, I have some croutons, and you can either make these yourself at home, or you can do like I did. I bought at my local Whole Foods. It looks like it was made at home, but it looks really good. So those are the types of things that you would use to put together a salad. You know, now what we're going to do is let's put a couple of salads together and see how we can combine these things to get a really interesting bowl of salad. I started working on the salad, so you can see over here that I started putting some lettuce in here, and I have one more left to do, which I'm going to work on with you. So this is a green leaf salad, that's a green leaf lettuce. And basically, when you're making a salad, what you should do is sort of tear apart what you're going to do. You're cutting it with a knife, I guess it's okay, but tearing it, you make bite-sized pieces, and it's easier to eat the salad. So we take some of this green leaf lettuce that we have here, and this is kind of crunchy. And then we might want to take some of the Boston Bib lettuce, which we have over here, and this is softer, and it goes very well in contrast with the crunchy lettuce. So we're going to take some of the Boston Bib lettuce, and we're going to pull it apart. Nice and small, so nobody has to use a knife to eat their salad. So now I have my 3 bowls of lettuce made up. Now let's add different stuff to it to make it different flavors and different varieties. So we're building our foundation. We have the lettuce. We have 3 bowls here with different combinations of lettuce. And now we have the veggies and the other things. So why don't we get started? So I'm going to grab a little celery here, and I'm going to put that over here. So we got some celery, maybe some carrots might be nice. So keep in mind that you will see that I'm handling these things with my hands. Clean hands are extremely important. You must wash your hands through every step of what you're working on and make sure you have very clean hands. And if you have clean hands, they are the best device to use in the kitchen, so keep that in mind. So I put some carrots in here, drag a couple more. I have some fennel, which I talked about before, which is also very good. So I'll take a couple of pieces of fennel and I'll put it on the salad. And I have a couple of pieces of the sliced cucumber, and I'll put that on there for now. In the second salad, let's put some other things in there. Maybe we'll put a little bit of celery in there. That's good. And also maybe some red onion might be good because that gives a lot of taste to a salad. I'm going to take a little fennel on that one too because people like the taste. They're very surprised by it. Okay, and in my third one, let's see, I'll probably take a little celery again because most people like celery, and carrots. Carrots add a nice color and a crunch to the salad, so it's good to put those on there as well. And then maybe a couple of cucumbers on this one over here. So, and then maybe some tomatoes. So on this one here, a couple of tomatoes. You don't want to put too much of any one thing on it because the salad will get crowded in a hurry. And you want to be careful about that because you won't have any room to put dressing on it. Now we have the other add-ins that we can put. So I have two types of cheese. I have a Gruyere cheese and I have an Emmentaler. So I'm going to take a little bit of Gruyere and I'm going to put that on this one over here. You know, not a lot, just enough to people to taste it. And then maybe for this one over here, some of the Emmentaler. It's a mild cheese, similar to Swiss cheese. So put a little bit of that on there. And everybody likes bacon. So we're going to put, at least on one or two of these, some bacon. And a little bit over here. Okay, there we go. Now I have capers, and capers are berries. So people thought that they might be fish or something, but they're not. So I'm going to put a few capers over here, and I'm going to put just a few capers over here. Okay, and then I have some nuts. So again, if you have nut allergies, obviously you're not going to put nuts on. And also, I'm not going to handle the nuts with my bare hands because I'm touching all the other stuff. So I will take the nuts and I will just handle them separately. And I'll put a couple on. And these are cashews with Italian seasoning already on them. So I'm just going to put a couple of those over here. And then I have some olives, and people love olives. So I'm going to put a couple of olives on this one over here. That's good. And then sort of to end it all off is I have these croutons over here. Some people call them crostinis. And I'm going to just put a couple of them on each of these just to sort of dress it up a little bit. That's good. And maybe over here. Ah, there's a nice one. And then a little piece. So these would make great side salads. So if you're making a meal and you want to serve a salad on the side, this would be a great way to do it. But what we're going to do in a later segment in this episode is we're going to cook up some proteins and we're going to turn these into meals. So stay with us and you'll see how we do that. So let's talk about salad dressings. When you go into the supermarket and you look in the aisle for salad dressings, there's literally hundreds of different salad dressings. And I'm not saying that they're bad, but they put a lot of extra stuff in them that you probably don't need. So I'm not saying swear off the salad dressings in the supermarket. I'm just saying there are some alternatives for some simple salad dressings that you can put together on your own with very basic ingredients. So I have a number of those ingredients here. I have some Dijon mustard. Now Dijon mustard acts as an emulsifier. And so basically what that means is oil and vinegar don't mix. But if you put an emulsifier in with it, they will. So Dijon mustard is an emulsifier. Egg is also an emulsifier. So you see sometimes in Caesar salad dressings that they put an egg in it to get the oil and vinegar to mix. We have a good extra virgin olive oil that we have here. We have balsamic vinegar. We have sherry vinegar, and that's made from sherry. And then we have red wine vinegar, which is made from red wine. So it's a combination of oil and vinegar, or oil and acid. So you could use oil and lemon, for instance, to make a salad dressing. What we're going to make today is a simple balsamic vinaigrette. And it's got just a few ingredients in it. It has olive oil, balsamic vinegar, shallots, which are like onions, and a little bit of sugar. So why don't we put it together? So we'll start with the olive oil, and the ratio for oil and vinegar based dressings is it's 1 to 3. So if you have olive oil, then 1/3 the amount of vinegar. So I have balsamic vinegar here, and I'm going to add that in. like this. And you can see that they're really not mixing together very well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a teaspoon of this Dijon mustard that we have here. All right, there we go. We're just going to dump it in like that. Okay. And then we're going to put shallots in to give some additional flavor. Okay, and then for a little sweetness, we're going to just add a little sugar. You can always add more, but you can't take out. So start with a little, and then you can add it. And then put the cover on, make sure the cover is on tight, and then basically what you want to do is shake it. And by shaking it, the Dijon mustard is emulsifying the oil and the vinegar, and you wind up with this really nice looking balsamic vinaigrette, which you can now put on your salad. So that is the balsamic vinaigrette, and next we're going to make a basic dressing. So we'll be right back. Dressing number 2 that we're going to work on now is similar to what we had before, but we've changed out a couple of things. So we start out again with olive oil, but this time we're using sherry vinegar. And sherry vinegar has a really good taste to it, and it works very well with sweet things. So instead of sugar, we're going to substitute in maple syrup, which we have here. So this is going to be a maple syrup dressing, which is going to be really cool. So again, we start out with the olive oil, which we have here, and it's the same ratio, 3-to-1, between oil and vinegar. So we're going to put in the sherry vinegar now. We got that. And you can see again that it doesn't mix very well. It needs the emulsifier to do that. And again, we're going to use the Dijon mustard like we used in the last dressing. So take a heaping spoon of the Dijon mustard. We'll put that in. Okay, we got that. And then we're going to put in the maple syrup. Okay, it looks like all we have is this Dijon spoon, so we'll make good with it. Try a little more. And it's actually taking the rest of the mustard with it, so we actually lucked out on that one. Okay, so we have the maple syrup in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the cover, put it on the cruet, make sure it's closed, and then we're going to shake it like we did before. And this is going to make a great maple-based syrup with sherry vinegar in it. This would be really cool on some of those mixes of lettuce that we had from the last episode. So we have our dressing here, and it looks great. So that's a little bit about making salad dressings. Feel free to experiment. I showed you some of the basic ingredients that go into a salad dressing. Coming up next, we're going to talk about this great salad with vegetables that we cooked in the oven that came out really nice, and we're going to show you what that looks like. So up to this point, we showed you fundamentals of how to make a salad. We went over some basic salad dressings. And now what I want to share with you is this really good roasted vegetable salad. So that's what we're going to put together here. So it's made up of a couple of vegetables. So we start with some sweet potatoes. We have those there. Then we have orange, yellow, and green pepper. We'll put those in over here. And then what I want to do is I want to put a little olive oil in. And I want to put some spices in. So salt, pepper, and a touch of oregano. And then what I want to do is I want to mix them up a little. And then I'm going to add some more, but I just want to make sure we get oil and spices on this. Okay, and then I want to put in Brussels sprouts. So I have the Brussels sprouts here. I'm going to put those in. And then I have some onions, which I'm going to put in here, some red onions. Okay, and what I want to do is, got lots of veggies here, so I'm going to put some more olive oil on, and I'm going to put some more spices on it as well, and then I'm going to mix it up. And then what I'm going to do next is, after I finish mixing this thoroughly, is I'm going to put it on a sheet tray, and then I'm going to put it in a 400-degree oven, and it's going to have to cook for about 40 minutes or so. And then I'm going to show you how to put together this really nice salad. Okay, so we put our roasted vegetables into the oven, like we said to you, and here's what they look like. We had them in for about 40 minutes, and then we took them out and we let them cool. It's very important before you go to the next step in this recipe that you let these vegetables cool completely, because if you don't, when we put it on top of this nice spinach over here, the spinach is going to wilt and it won't be very good. So now that we have our bowl of spinach that we have washed and dried, we're going to take our vegetables and we're going to put them over the top of the spinach and spread them out. Okay, so that is how the salad looks, which looks great. Now, we made this dressing before, and this was the maple syrup dressing, and this is the one that matches up very well with this. So when you serve the salad, you put a little bit of the salad in each bowl for the person, and then you pour the dressing over it, and it tastes really, really good. So I just wanted to remind everybody that if you want to check us out on social media, it's at Living Life ETB, where you can find all kinds of great information about sweets, treats, and eats, and other shows on at Living Life. So I think this is great, and I just want to give you a quick look at the salad. It looks really yummy. Can't wait to get into it. Hey, Sweets, Treats, and Eats fans. Knack has a brand new bag that they are debuting on our ETB network. The Sling Bag is the new light, small bag for people on the go. If you're out and about, use the new Sling Bag to keep you organized. You can put your phone, wallet, and keys, but then you can put snacks and even drinks. So nothing can stop you from completing a full day of business or fun. Check out the link in the description below to order your Sling Bag with free shipping on all orders. I want to thank our friends from Knack for sponsoring this episode. If you get a Knack Sling Bag, don't forget to post it on social and tag us at Living Life ETB. We want to see you enjoying your Knack bag. So salads can also be a meal. But to do that, we have to put some proteins on the salad to make it filling. And there can be all different types of proteins. You can put beef, chicken, pork, seafood, or salmon. I have 3 particular proteins that I have picked to work with today. I'm going to take a steak, a skirt steak, some chicken fillets, and some shrimp. And I'm going to put those on the barbecue and grill them, and then we're going to take them in to make the salads. All right, so let's put these things on the grill. I have some steaks, so let's put those on first. Yeah, the sizzle of the grill is all nice and warmed up, so we'll put the steaks on first. And those are there. And then I have some nice chicken that I'm going to put on over here and put this in here. So I just want to remind you, if you want to check us out on social networks, you can check us out at Living Life ETB, and you can see all kinds of good stuff about us, including our YouTube channel. Now I have some shrimp, so I'm going to just put those on as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on these and grill them, and then when it's done, I'm going to take them off, and we're going to go inside and we're going to make some really nice meals out of a salad. So make sure you stay with us. Okay, so as you can see, these beautiful shrimp are ready, so I'm gonna start pulling them off the grill so they don't get, too dried out. And then after I do that, I'm gonna take the chicken off. The steak might need a little bit longer, but I'll take a look at that. And then after we have them off, we're gonna go back inside, and then we're gonna make this great salad as a meal with these proteins on it. So make sure you stay with us. So now let's talk about salad as a meal. So we made up these great 3 salads before. You saw us do that. And then we grilled up some protein. We have some shrimp, we have some steak, and we have some chicken. And by adding protein to a salad, it turns it into a meal. So for instance, on this salad over here, if we were to put the shrimp on top, like this, you wind up with a great looking meal that anybody who loves shrimp or seafood is just gonna go nuts for. Next, we have some steak that we did, some skirt steak. And so we'll put the skirt steak over the top of this salad over here. And now what you'll see is a meat lover's salad for anybody that loves a good steak. Right there. Oh, we missed a piece of steak. Sorry about that. And then we have the grilled chicken over here. And we'll put the grilled chicken on top of this salad over here. And then we have a great salad, which I'm just going to show you real quickly, that anybody who loves chicken, this is going to be a great meal for them. So we've put together some really nice things, and you can make this stuff ahead of time. So if you wanted to grill the shrimp or the steak or the chicken and have it in the refrigerator sliced up, you can make your salad and you can just put it on top. And then you can use these great dressings that we did. So we have this maple dressing that we did right here, and then we did this balsamic vinaigrette that we have right over here. The balsamic vinaigrette would be great on the shrimp, for instance. The maple one would be great on the chicken, so you can try those out. So that's it. That's a meal that you can put together right on top of your salad. So I hope you enjoy them.
It didn't work.
All right, so now what we're going to do is work on the big grand finale dessert for our summer salad spectacular. And I have my guest, my grandson, Josh. Say hi, Josh.
Hi.
Okay, and so we're gonna make a berry crumble, right? So that we're gonna make this great crumble topping, which is sweet and crunchy, and then we're gonna take some fruit and put it in. So the first thing we're gonna start with is we have to put the stuff in the bowl. So we start with flour, so put the flour in. Okay, good job. And now we have sugar, and what's on top of the sugar?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Okay, let's pour that in. Good job. Boy, you're really good at this. Okay, now take the spoon and just sort of mix it around. I'll hold the bowl for you. Here, let's mix it. Go ahead.
I am mixing.
Go ahead. You can do it. Yeah, round and round and round. Okay, so now that we have that mixed in, now we have the butter over here, right? So I'm going to take this thing, which is called a grater. Okay, I'm going to put it over the bowl, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grate the butter into the bowl, and then every once in a while I'm going to pull it up, and then we're going to mix it a little, okay?
Mix.
That's okay. Okay, so mix it around a little. Go ahead, you got it. Here, you take that. Okay, so hold on to it. It's all right. And I'm going to take some more butter, and I'm going to put it in, right? And the idea is that this butter is going to make those delicious clumps of that crumble, which makes it crunchy and sweet and delicious, right? Okay, we'll take that. And now let's mix it around a little more. Here, actually, this might be easier for you to work with. Here, take this, the fork, and try that. That's probably easier. Mix it around. There we go. That's better, right? That's easier. Okay, so let's get some more butter in there.
More.
Okay.
I want to help with the...
Okay, you want to help? Go ahead. Watch your fingers. Okay, this is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, let's get a little more butter in here. Okay, and now take your fork and mix it up a little. Here, I'll put it close to you so you can get it. Let's mix it up.
Mix.
Mix and mix.
Mix.
Great job. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, should we put some more butter in?
More.
Okay.
I want.
Okay, you're gonna help? Let me just pull this paper back a little so it's not in the way. Actually, I'll just take the paper off. It'll be easier. You ready?
Yes.
All right, we're getting all the butter in. So after we put the butter in and we make the crumble, what are we gonna add next?
I want a white butter.
You got the butter?
I want a white of it.
Okay, so now we got that. And now let's mix it up a little more. Give it a big mix. Go ahead. It's funny. All right, and we got a little bit more butter here, so let's get the rest of it in.
I want so much butter.
How much butter do you?
I want to help. I want so much.
How much?
100.
Wow, that's a lot of butter. Okay, all right, I think we have enough because I'm looking at what's in the bowl. So let's give it a nice big mix. Okay, make sure it's all. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is we have some more things to add. So you ready? I'll take this. So now what we wanna do is add the vanilla extract. So can you pour that in? Good job. Take that. And we're gonna pour in some baking powder, put that in. And I'll take that. And a little bit of salt. Okay, and we're gonna mix that up a little, make sure it's all in there. Okay. Okay, and now, you ready? Here's the egg, so let's be very careful with this, okay? And put that over the top and pour it in. Oh, no problem. I got it. So let's mix the egg in, make sure it gets all mixed in.
I want it.
Okay, go ahead, you do it. Great. This is gonna be some crumble, right?
Crumble.
Crumble. Okay, and then the last thing we have to add is the apple cider vinegar, which is over here. So can you pour that in? Great. Here, I'll take that. Okay, let's mix this all together. And it's still pretty dry, but it's gonna have enough moisture in it for us to make clumps out of it, right? Okay, so we're gonna continue to mix this, and then we're going to put it in the casserole dish, okay?
Casserole dish.
Okay, Josh, so we have our crumble mix. You see that we put it together? Looks great, right?
Crumble mix.
Yeah, you can see that we did it. So now we have this dish that we're gonna make the crumble in, right? And we sprayed it so nothing would stick inside of it. Good idea?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of the crumble mix and we're gonna put it in here. So what I'll do is I'll scoop it up and I'll hand you the scoop and then you can put it in there, okay?
Tap, tap.
Well, we'll tap it after we have it in. So here's one, just dump it in. Good job. Let me get another one for you. Here you go.
I want it.
Go ahead. Wow, you're pretty good at this. You've been practicing? There you go. Okay, let me just turn this around so we can get to the other part of it, okay? Here's some more. Okay, put that over here. Good job. Okay, let's put a little more. Got it? There you go. Dump that in. All right, and I think we'll put one more in. Here you go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spread it out like this to see if we need a little more or not. We might need just a little more, so let me just check that. Okay, yeah, let's put one more in.
I want to help.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead, put that down. Okay, so now I'm gonna spread it out. You ready to tap it?
Tap, tap.
Okay, you're gonna take the tap, tap, and you're just gonna push down like that, and then you're gonna keep moving around. So push down, good. Push down, great. And you see when we're doing that, it's compressing the crumble and it's making like a crust on the bottom for the crumble that's gonna be really yummy, right? So let's go over here.
Crunchy.
And crunchy, excellent. Let's push it down here and push it down here. Let's move over here. push it down, and let's just turn our hand this way, okay, so we can get this corner. It's okay, it's okay. I got it.
Wash my hand.
You will wash it after we're done. Let's push down the rest. Okay, and we're gonna continue pushing this down, and then next, what are we gonna put inside here? We're gonna put all of the fruit inside. Can't wait, right?
Blackberry.
We're gonna make the 3-berry. We're gonna make blueberry, blackberry, and strawberry. Right, I can't wait. All right, we made the great crumble crust, and that's sitting over here waiting for us. And now we're gonna do the fruit part, right?
Fruit.
So what do we have here?
Blueberry.
Okay, so let's put those in here. Can you pick up this? I'll help you.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Blueberry.
And then what's next?
Strawberry.
Okay, these look good enough to eat, should we?
I want one.
Okay, here, this is a nice one for you. Try that. How's that?
Cool.
Yummy. Yeah, it's big, but okay, you can handle it. All right, now we're gonna put the strawberries in here. You ready? Gonna help me do it? Okay, we got the strawberries. And now, what do we got here?
Blackberry.
These are your favorite, right? Let's put these in.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have all the fruit in here. And now what we have to do is add some stuff. So we have some sugar and cornstarch, and we have some lemon juice and lemon zest. Okay, so
Yes.
let's put the lemon juice in. Go ahead. Excellent. And now we have the lemon zest. This is going to be a tough one, so I got the spoon. I'll give you the spoon. Okay, go ahead, put that in. Great job on that. Okay, now we're going to put in the sugar and the cornstarch, right? Go ahead, let's pour it in. Okay, and now what we need to do is take the spoon, right? And we got to mix. Mix. And keep mixing. And we're going to keep mixing here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put together the crumble. You ready? You keep mixing. Keep mixing.
Mix.
Good job.
Mix.
So let's add the fruit, Josh. So I'm going to hold it up, and then you're going to push it in there. Wow, you're doing great. Keep going. Okay, look at all that fruit. We have 3 different berries. Can you tell me what the berries are?
Blueberries.
Blueberries. What else?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. Blackberries. All your favorites, right?
Yummy.
Okay, so we're just going to spread the fruit out to make sure it covers the whole thing. And then we're going to do the fun part, right? Yeah. We're going to take the crumble that we have left here, right? And so what I'm going to do, I'll give you here. Go ahead. You put it on top. Spread it all over.
It's on my hand.
That's okay. It's okay. Here.
Thank you.
Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some big crumbles because people like the big ones on there too, right? So I'm going to put some big ones on here, right? Yeah. See that? Because people like big crumbs as well. You want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, here, I'll give you some. Let me bunch it up here for you. Okay, and take it with your 2 hands and make little pieces. Go ahead. Good. Keep going. I'll make some more over here, so I can put some on too. So let's put them all over. You're doing great. You sure you haven't done this before? You're really concentrating, right? You want to make sure you get it right.
Yeah.
This is going to be something here, right? I'm just going to get some other ones over here, right? We're going to get it all over. We got a few left. So Josh and I are going to continue to work on putting crumbs on the top. Cool. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a 375-degree oven for 40 minutes. Okay, I'll get some more crumbs for you. And then we're going to come back and show you what it looks like. Right, Josh? Okay, here, you want them in your hand?
I want it.
There you go. Okay, you keep going there, all right? Good job. Josh, look what we did. Look at this great, what did we make here? This is a crumble. And what does it have in it? It has the fruit. What kind of berries? Your favorite berries?
Strawberries.
Strawberries and blueberries.
Blackberry.
Blackberries, great. So should we try it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive in over here, see if I can grab out a small piece for us.
Yeah.
And
That's
put it
for me?
over here. Well, we're going to both try it, right?
Yeah.
So here's a spoon for you. Let me see if I can break a piece off for you.
Thank you. And I'll break off.
Here, be careful. I just want to make sure it's not too hot. Okay, here you go. Go ahead, take it with your hand. Try it. Let me know what you like.
Not too hot.
Not too hot. Go ahead.
Not too cold.
Okay, try it. Put the whole thing in.
Oh, it's delicious.
I'm glad you like it. Should I try it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try a little fruit, a little crumble. We did, oh, careful, don't drop it. Go ahead, take some more. I think it's delicious. Okay, let's put our spoons down. And high five, because we did such an excellent job.
I need to finish mine.
Okay, go ahead. That's really yummy. All right, well, as Josh finishes off his sample here, we're now going to show you what we put together for this big summer feast. So stay with us. So here's all the great food that we made, but before we get into it, I want to make a drink that goes great along with these salads. And this drink is called an Arnold Palmer. It's been around for a long time. It was actually done by the golfer himself when he was looking to sort of put something together to quench his thirst. And it's very simple. There's very few ingredients to it, so why don't we make one? So we're going to make a pitcher of it. We're going to start out with brewed tea. We just took 5 or 6 tea bags. We put it in a pot with water, boiled water, and we let it steep for a minute. So now we have iced tea concentrate, and we're going to add that to the pitcher. Okay. And then next we have lemon juice. And yes, I did stay up and squeeze a lot of lemons to come up with this lemon juice. So we're going to add the lemon juice in, not quite as much as the tea, because when you look at the combination or the ratios, that's what they said. And then they also said what you need to add is a sweetener, and they recommended a simple syrup. And a simple syrup is actually pretty simple. It's the same amount of water and sugar. You put it over simmering water until the water gets clear again, and then you have this sweetener that you can work with. So we're going to put some of that in here. And again, we'll put some in, and then you can taste it, and if you need more, you can add it. It's difficult once you put it in to take it out. And then we're going to add a little water because everything was concentrated that we put in, the tea and the lemon, so we add some water in there. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it. And it can't get much simpler than that. So that is an Arnold Palmer, and I hope you enjoy it. And now let's take a look at what we made. Look at this feast that we have put together for you on our Summer Salad Spectacular. And let's quickly go through what we did to show you all the great stuff. So we started out with the foundation of a salad, and we made 3 of those. We grilled some proteins to turn those salads into meals, and you can see we did shrimp, we did steak, and we did chicken. And then we did this roasted vegetable salad. We cut up the vegetables, roasted them in the oven, cooled them down, and put them over a nice bed of spinach. And that's terrific. We also made dressings for those. So we made a maple syrup dressing, and we made a balsamic vinaigrette dressing, which would be good on some of these salads that we created for you today. And then for dessert, we had my sidekick, Josh, my grandson, and he put together this 3-berry crumble, which you see here, and we cut out a piece so you can see what it looks like up close, and it is terrific, and he had a lot of fun putting that together. And then last, I put together this drink, this Arnold Palmer drink, which was the combination of lemon and tea and simple syrup, and we put that together for you, and it's really great. Now, when you first make it, you might have to fool around with the combinations between the lemon and the tea and the simple syrup, and so just keep doing it, and you'll get it to the point where it's just delicious, like we did. So I wish you luck working with that as well. So I want to thank everybody for watching us. And if you want to find out more about the show, check us out on social media at Living Life ETB, where you can find out about our show and the other ones on the network as well. So I just want to thank you again for watching our episode and watching other episodes of Sweets, Treats, and Eats. And I will see you next time on the next episode of Living Life, Sweets, Treats, and Eats. Thanks very much. See you then.